Happy Wednesday. My name is Jane Lovsky, and I'm the owner of Supporting Strategies in the Brooklyn and Staten Island area. And we provide bookkeeping and controller services for businesses and nonprofit organizations. With me today, I have Irene Sinesky, who is a partner at Sinesky Univer PC, a law firm providing various legal services. A big portion of the work that Irene deals with involves employment law. And today we're going to talk about the paid family leave. Many people have questions about the way it works and who qualifies, and Irene will tackle some of the aspects of it, and then I will take a look at some of the accounting related components of paid family leave. Irene, I'm handing it over to you.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. So the paid family leave, there's been a lot of questions about that. We've had a lot of questions circulating, especially during the pandemic. Some of our clients who've heard of paid family leave wanted to know, can it be used to cover and offset some of the COVID leave that was requested? Can it be used to offset some of the sick leave? And sick leave is something that we tackled last week. And frankly, in terms of sick leave, it becomes very tricky because sick leave is under an entirely separate set of laws. Whereas with COVID pay, there were a lot of circulating questions, and some of them still are unanswered, even 2 years into the pandemic. But what we do know and what we can answer in terms of the paid family leave and what it actually can provide for protections for the employer. First, we of course know that this is mandatory by law to have set in place. What it could be used for. The leave could be used and provided to an employee for bonding with a new child, for caring for a family member with a serious health condition, and to assist with family situations related to when certain family members are in active military service. This can include spouses, a domestic partner, a child, parent. And the benefits that are provided would provide up to 12 weeks of job protected leave. And the pay that could be paid out is up to 67% of the employee's average weekly pay, capped at 67% of the state weekly average. So what that means is it's up to 67% of the employee's average weekly pay, but it is capped at $1,068.36 per week. So even if the employee would be above that number at the 67% for themselves, there's still that cap in place. And so a lot of the times we would have questions that came up, as I've mentioned already, during COVID, but also about sick leave. Again, with sick leave, like we discussed last week, very tricky, but with short-term disability leave, a lot of the questions would circulate around the fact that short-term disability leave is also 12 weeks and seems to cover similar types of leave for a similar type of purpose. And so because of that, there were definitely questions of whether this paid family leave can work consecutively, concurrently. And a lot of the answers to this would be very individual. And so it would depend on the type of leave requested. It would depend on the type of employment and what would be otherwise possible under paid family leave as compared to short-term disability. Certain types of leave you can take consecutively, one after the other, and certain types you would not be able to. So it certainly depends on the type of leave that's being requested. And in terms of how the actual process works for paid family leave, I'll give it over to Jane now.
Thank you, Irene. So I'm sure when employers hear about the paid family leave, they think that the money is going to be coming out of their profits, but this time it's actually not. The New York paid family leave is an insurance program funded by the employees. You withhold the employee contributions via payroll deductions up to a maximum annual amount. And then these withholdings are used to pay for the insurance. Employers may choose to cover the cost themselves, but however, they're not obligated to. And so we could also take a look at the website, which I'm going to post under this video, and we could actually calculate how much the contribution rate is going to be. So in 2022, the employee contribution is 0.511% of employees' gross wages each pay period. And the maximum annual contribution is $423.71. So if we enter the estimated wages, including commissions and bonuses, we could see how much it's going to be deducted for the paid family leave. So we could estimate. And Another question that is being asked by employers is about the approval and denial. So this is handled by the insurance carrier and not the employer. So when an employee wants to take the paid family leave, the employer fills out a form and provides it to the employee. And then the employee will submit the paperwork to the insurance company along with the required and requested proof. And so the insurance carrier will make the ultimate decision. And I will also post a link to a summary of eligibility for paid family leave and some of the points that Irene discussed earlier. So you could refer to some of that. And also, if you have any additional questions, we would be happy to answer them. And I hope everyone has a good day. Thank you.